Well, as you can probably imagine, in the paper today, it's all about the red sky of yesterday. Daily Mail, the day Britain turned orange. Well, I think we all saw that. But the interesting below it, cannabis surrender. Criminals caught growing the drug in vast quantities now routinely let off with a caution. That's an absolute lie. They're still being hammered. Not that anyone should get done for cannabis, because it's a natural plant grown naturally, and they've deliberately driven it underground. One of the reasons is that it nudges open the access to the higher realms, and they don't want us accessing that because we realise that this is all fake. The scum, the night of Red October. Now this, I see this as a reference to the Russians. Remember the Escape from Red October, or whatever the film is called with Sean Connery? Right, I think they're trying to stir the pot there. But then below it, it's a fair cop. Stretched, please play on Dodgem. So police that can't turn up if you're raped, burgled, assaulted, attacked, if you're a paedophile, because they tend to ignore them totally. They haven't got time to do that, but they've got time to go and play on the Dodgems. Yeah, I think we've got a problem further up command in the police force. The Guardian, May fails to move the dial over Brexit. There is no Brexit. Why are they putting this utter rubbish out? I've got no idea, but there is no Brexit. Now, remember the Panama Papers from, I think it was last year or the year before? Or Panama Papers reporter killed in bombing. This could be a way of sending out the message: if you report on us, you'll die in a bombing. Times. 15-year limit on peerages. There should be no peerages, full stop. They're just a bunch of scrounging parasites that think they can live it up off the back of us like the red. They've been doing all their lives anyway. And again, down in the bottom corner there, Red October storm brings heat and dust. Yeah. Well, again, that's a reference to Russia. You know, you've got to have a... It seems everyone now realises that ISIS, ISIL, Al-Qaeda, whatever name they're calling it today, is a faked, funded corporation by the actual West, UK, America, the rest. They're trying to now create another enemy, which is Russia this time. Now, I just got back in, and there was a billboard out advertising The Walking Dead. And on it, the main title was World at War. Now, this is trying to put it into your subliminal consciousness, because they're trying to create World War III. And the more you see it, the more it becomes so blatantly obvious. And when you realise it and see through their crap, it no longer has an effect on you. Telegraph. Tories denied majority by unfair system. Well, hello! Been saying that for a long time, and it's not just the one they're talking about. The whole system is not just unfair, it's corrupt, as we all know. Again, top left corner there, talking about the car bomb that killed the reporter that reported the Panama Papers. At the bottom there, £1 coin changeover descends into chaos. We've got to have some chaos, because if we ain't got chaos, we can't have a new world order out of the chaos, can we? The 10p. Outrage at new pension tax raid. Chancellor told to ditch budget plan. Well, it's just another way to attack the old. Theresa May has come out and said that paedophiles, you know, those that go around raping children, should be allowed to adopt children. If you can't see what's going on there, God help you. And on the right, another parasite producing another parasite, if she's even at all pregnant. Because I don't think she's been pregnant any of the past couple of times either. I think it's probably been birthed in a test tube or a surrogate mother, because you can't keep inbreeding without there being serious consequences, and that's why they can no longer inbreed with each other. Well, they still do, and this is why you have such craziness going on, particularly in the so-called royals. Mirror. 4 adorable kids, no doubt they'll be adopted to paedophiles. The cheques in the post, 500 million a day to Royal Mail shareholders as services are slashed. So they're cutting everything they do, but the shareholders are making profit, and that's because they're a corporation. All corporations have one duty: make more profit for the shareholders. Just like every council's a corporation, and again, bearing that in mind, the job of a council is make more profit for the shareholders. And for anyone that doubts that the council's a corporation, in Nottingham, for instance, the CEO, Chief Executive Officer of Nottingham City Council PLC, is Ian Currier. You can't have a CEO of anything that isn't a corporation. Nottinghamshire Police Force, another corporation, registered on Dun and Bradstreet, and I think a friend of mine was saying they were looking on the UK version, and they were on there as well. FT, Credit Suisse targeted for breakup by activist fund. Astronomers celebrate after detecting collision far, far away. So in a universe far, far away, a planet or a star or a moon or a meteorite hit each other, and this is major news. Rage of Ophelia. Yeah. Not very much in there. And that's 60p. Surprised that again. Free Metro. As blatant in your face as you like. Red October. That's a definite link to Russia. Star Hellstorm. 3 Dire sun turns blood red in yellow sky. Well, it wasn't the yellow sky as you all seen in the video. It's a greyish, mucky sky where they chemtrailed it out as best they could. And apparently someone's been cheating on Strictly. If anyone watches that, down the bottom there is quite interesting though. It's the Pussycat Dolls. Sex for sale. Former Pussycat Doll singer, whatever her name is, has shocked showbiz by claiming Pussycat Dolls was a prostitution ring. Quite possibly was. Seems we find that these Satanists, they're particularly into anything sexual. They like to control sexuality. As we know, they like to rape, torture and murder children and adults as well. So I wouldn't be surprised one iota if this is genuine as well. So there's not a great deal in the papers today. I'll see you later. Oh, by the way, thanks to Robert B for sending me a lot of the stuff that I actually post about. Cheers, Robert.